Welcome, friends. That's one big mosquito, I would say. A very, very big mosquito. But anyway, I digress the point. What I want to show you today is some of my old school ceramic ninja tools that I made. Dating about 15 years ago, so yeah, he's been around for a long time. And never really have I gotten around to using them or showing you, and I figured, well, why not? They don't serve much purpose, and I think they'll be much better fit as a video. So let's begin. Of course, let's wait for the mosquito to stop circling around. Now that we changed location, we can get back to the video. Alright, enough delay, let's actually open this up. Doesn't sound good, does it? Sounds like something broke. It didn't though, it's just ceramics moving around. But anyway, here's this stuff inside. So, I'll begin with the first thing I made, of course, is the Ninja Shuriken. Made a few of these, actually. Well, I'd say maybe about like 8 of them. Used them. Of course, these were more novelty, like I said, because look at them. They're not straight. Plus, I never threw them, so that's actually something I want to test out later. But still, I mean, they're sharp enough. If you grab it and use it, it'll cut, it'll stab, and it'll probably break. But, you know, it's more of a cool display item. And they're also not very even. As you see right there, why is this side longer than this side? You get it. Okay, enough of the shuriken stuff. Let's get to the interesting stuff. The Kakute, or the ninja rings. And I made 2 different versions. These, I would say, are actually the useful parts. This is what they look like. So one just has 1 spike, and one is a more classic 3 spike. And it works just simply like wearing a ring. Put on your finger, like that. And same with the other one. Probably in this hand, yes. And, of course, you can use it as a weapon, like say, or you turn it around as a ring like that. Yeah, I mean, that probably wouldn't work, might stab you, but the way it folds in, it doesn't really poke you into the hand. But if you were to shake someone's hand, or use the other side of it, well, then you have a spike in there, so careful whose hand you shake. But anyway, back to the point. So, they look nice and being ceramic and thick, because it's not like these ones where the point is very thin and it can just snap off. I think these would actually work for their purpose. Preferably, I think the metal will last longer and works better. But for what it is, I think this was a useful thing you can make out of clay. Smooth it out, paint it whatever color you want, there you go. Very easy. Flip it around, you have this side, put it inside, smack like that, very simple. And I made 2 more things. Not practical, but still nice to keep around. One thing I tried to make was like an arrowhead type of weapon, where it's very sharp on the tip right there, as you can see, and thicker towards the bottom side. So basically like an arrowhead. And the whole point was like, I'll wrap it around my hand like this. You grab it, and then when you strike, it's almost like a little blade or like a knife. And then you have the serrated side right here back. So when you draw it back, it also works like a little knife. But basically, the whole point when I was making this was, one, it started off as like a shuriken, but then I thought, you know, instead of that, I can actually apply it like that. Something you keep in your hand. So messing around with it, you know, you can hold it any way you want. And it's a nice little novelty item. Like I said, these are ceramics, don't expect much from them. Of course, if it's like flesh or something thin, even like paper, I think they'll do pretty good or a fun training tool. But as far as anything else, of course you would want metal. But also to show you, you can work with ceramics. It doesn't always have to be metal. And the last thing, of course, was just a little sample of a knife. As you see, it's not much of a knife. It's just all thick. Not even that pointy. But the whole point was just to mess around and see what you can create. Extra clay, extra paint, might as well use it up. That's the whole gimmick. So here, this one you can actually spin around. Well, it doesn't spin as good as it used to. You have it in your hand, same way here. Sharp end, you can strike. You can do attack like that. Well, same way you would use a knife. When you rotate it around, put it that way. See, that looks kind of stupid. But nice way to conceal. Well, if it spins, probably put it on the other finger like that. There we go. Strike here, boom. Spin around. But you have a nice grip right here. So it means still this will work as a weapon. Even though it's ceramic, it still can do a lot of damage. So I wouldn't dismiss it completely. But like I said, it's just a fun little activity. Or a fun little side project I did. But I think the real fun is maybe let's put these to the test. And specifically the shurikens. I never got around to actually using them. They don't serve much purpose. Plus, they don't look as great. So one thing I always wanted to do was take them outside and actually just throw them. See what they do. See if they break or not. And that's what we're going to find out. My friends, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.